Steve Young here with Black Men United, and we're here with this young man. And what's your name and what type of programs you have with this man?
My name is President, Impact Solutions. Our program is focused on democratizing access to business development and creating diverse and inclusive wealth through venture capital private equity.
Private equity, can you explain a little bit about the private equity?
So private equity, put it like this: who's the richest, who's the wealthiest black man in this country? His name's Robert Smith. He started Vista Equity. He was the first person to create a private equity company focused on enterprise software as a service.
And we noticed that, you know, in mostly our communities, those fundings and those people that have that money don't bring it back to the hood.
They're extremely comfortable building a new city without you. I just came from the largest private equity association for middle market dealings in the entire nation. This was in Newark, New Jersey. When I looked around the room, I saw the only African Americans were myself and my partner. This is extremely frustrating because we have these major companies, and I'm gonna call you out, guy, whether it's Panasonic, TD Bank, Audible, Robert Wood Johnson, Dun & Bradstreet, 7 major LPs that invest in supposedly catalyzing economic growth in Newark. Yet out of 55 companies, there's been about one legitimate black Newark company that's gotten invested. So whether it's venture capital, whether it's private equity, these corporations are failing to create diverse wealth, but they're acting like they are, sitting at the top of skyscrapers, comfortable talking about building a whole new city without our people.
And that's where we are, Black Men United. We're a coalition
100%.
to bring businesses together
100%.
like that, because with those resources they have, we must hold them accountable to bringing them back to the neighborhood, because they got to realize they walk through our communities, they drive through our communities, but if it's not impacted with the wealth, they won't be able to walk through or drive through anymore.
Right.
And we're just telling them as a coalition, we're going to hold you accountable as well. We must have access to those funds.
Amen.
So we can continue to have that Black Wall Street like we
Black Wall Street. Now shout out to Greenwood. Y'all know about Greenwood. That's that neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And on the real estate side, we are focused on expanding the universe of affordable housing through a co-living model in our partners. And we have around 5 to 10 portfolio companies from which we advise. And when I say advise, we help these companies do everything from find the right people to bring money in, whether it's revenues or whether the capital that they need to scale. But I need y'all help. I'm a graduate of Harvard University. I'm in Newark. I made it from very tough, challenging situations, and I love the communities that help make me the man I am. But I can't be the only black guy speaking truth to power. I need my brothers in the streets, my brothers with the BMU, to stand behind me, because look, there's a lot of people that don't want me to win. And I'm one of the only guys in this country right now that'll come out here, take this suit off and let y'all know where I'm from, and tell them, look, you're not going to build a whole new city without us. And I can play it the nice way and sound like, hi, my name's Michael Anderson, I'm a graduate of Harvard University, or I can tell you that you ain't finna build a whole new city without my people. It don't work like that. But I can't be the only one doing it. Where y'all at? Y'all need me, I'm holla at me. President Quadrillions on Instagram, get at me. Let's connect, let's build, let's create this wealth.
And we're Black Men United. That's why we said we are a coalition. That's what it's all about. Rebuilding and taking our community back.
So y'all know about the Opportunity Zones program? So all these billions of dollars, my new concern is billions of dollars that's going to come into low-income communities specifically for the purpose of avoiding paying capital gains taxes. Now my problem is, if the only time you're investing in our communities to avoid paying taxes, you're going to do what you did in San Francisco, which is the most socially stratified city in America. What that means is you can't make billions of dollars and say, well look, we're going to give y'all minimum wage so y'all be happy. It don't work like that. You're going to make our cities unlivable, and we're not going to have that.
And you're exactly right. You know, they started off with the lottery. We played numbers, they made the lottery, they taxed it, now we don't get anything. Same thing with liquor, now they're talking about doing it with marijuana.
Oh my gosh.
How do you feel about all these big businesses talking about coming in our inner city? Ain't going to talking about just decriminalizing for us, but they're going to make billions and take back to this.
I'm not a politician, so I say this around Mayor Baraka, I say this around Senator Booker, Governor Murphy, whoever. Like, all that playing the fence and talking, no, not about to lock my family up. We can't get financial aid. We can't do the things we need to do. About to deport my people over ounces of bud, and you talking about moving tons? Come on, bro.
Absolutely.
Come on, bro. And I think one of the issues is, look, it's education is access. So I'm all about helping us get educated and the access we need to be able to speak intelligently to where we know the metrics, we know the data, and we can speak truth to power in a way that moves results. But I am extremely frustrated seeing corporations move billions of dollars off marijuana, while I got buddies that couldn't get financial aid, that lost families, had to spend tens of thousands of dollars off marijuana. Even myself, the things that I've experienced off of very minuscule amounts of cannabis, to see people that don't look like me say they can come make billions of dollars off of our pain. Look at New Jersey. New Jersey is the worst state for mass incarceration and racial disparities. We're talking about down there with Louisiana and Mississippi. There, 60% of the people in here looking like us locked up. How much percent of the capital that's flowing in these institutions? 1%.
And what are you willing to do? Because black men are united. We are united with brothers that don't have nothing to lose and taking their life to put on the front line.
100%.
So if we don't have it, nobody has. Are you willing to join that movement?
We're having an investor breakfast tomorrow at North Venture Partners, Rutgers Business School. Happy Pesach, happy Passover. Happy Good Friday, Resurrection Weekend, 7:30 to 9:30. Come eat.
And how can they reach you?
At President Quadrillions on the Instagram. Why President? Because that's what it is. We're presidential. Why Quadrillions? Because look, they tell us the economy is $21 trillion in America, but black people got about 1/1000th of white people. Now they say, statistically today, they might say 1/10, 1/100th, but if we create access and level that playing field, we don't have a $20 trillion economy. We got a $quadrillion economy. So I took that name, President Quadrillions, because I see what it is. When I get that power, when I'm in that seat, we're going to create access, and this whole overall pie going to grow, because I'm tired of seeing us have to walk around with negative in our pockets, negative real wealth.
Well, brother, we must say, you're in that seat now.
I'm in that seat.
You're in that seat of power right now because you have a coalition
right now.
And we're letting you know that we support you, and we're willing to do whatever we feel necessary to get the job done.
So come to the breakfast tomorrow. Come to the breakfast tomorrow, 7:30, 9:30 a.m.
I got a question while you on there. What do you think about with all the so-called African Americans and blacks incarcerated? What do you think about us making no money far as business-wise on an institutional level?
Bro, I'm skeptical of all this. I ain't with none of it, bro. I heard they were selling my people's Air Whitmans in the pen. I'm like, what? Like, how that makes sense? You the governor, you selling sneakers, you tell me if that's true or not. I feel like I'm not here for the racket, I'm not here for the scams. You just gotta speak truth to power. My thing is, I'm an Ivy League educated black male that made it from zero, right? So, like you said, nothing to lose. Like, I don't need somebody that don't look like me to validate me. I'm already valid. Because I done did things they ain't willing to do. So for me, a level of risk, like, if you don't like me, I don't care. Because I know the streets got my back, and I know I don't need much because I ain't never had much. And what I did have, I don't flip the 10,000x. So when it comes to people profiting off our enslavement, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The other day I was on 119th in Harlem. There's a Harriet Tubman statue. I had to go home and watch Harriet's bio. Harriet's bio, they were saying that Harriet trained the United States government. They say that started the FBI, Hoover and all of them led the FBI and the CIA. But Harriet, 150 years ago, 200 years ago, was training our government spies how to beat the Confederates. And when she died, she had a full military procession at her funeral because she was the CIA before the CIA. So what I think about this is, look, bro, we gotta recognize our ancestors who paved the way, and once we understand that we've been big, we've been lit, we've been built America, call everybody out. So if you know who making money off our enslavement, Harriet did this after getting hit in her head, had all types of issues, headaches, leading people in the dark to freedom. So we strong, everybody got muscle, everybody gang, everybody tough, everybody strapped. Then what are y'all doing? Y'all gonna shoot each other? Y'all really strapped up here.
True talk. Thank you, brother. It's a pleasure.
100%.
And the Black Men United.
100%. Let's go. We're with it.
We look forward to working with you. We want to thank everybody and listen.
Let's go.
This is only the beginning.
Only the beginning. Free Avery Filson. Free Avery Filson. Shout out to all my brothers that's incarcerated and that's coming home. All I want to do is get everybody wealthy, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's build this wealth.
All right.